What's up, everybody? It's Laura Morae, and I am here with another wellness insightful tip. I discovered that on the weekends, I tend to do things that are destructive, toxic, and not good for me. And so I decided to calculate how many hours I am wasting by going out, wasting money, partying, getting drunk, having sex, all of the things that you do to make yourself feel better that are not necessarily well or healthy. Sex is something that is very healthy, but some people can use it in a toxic way. So we're talking about toxic sex, not healthy sex. I want to utilize my time and value myself so that I can be my best self. And I always feel like I don't have enough time. I'm always complaining about this, complaining about that when it comes to time. But for me, time is very valuable. So I needed to figure out this conundrum because I know there's enough time in the day. I'm just not utilizing my time appropriately. So what I did is I went through the week and I realized, okay, I have to do certain tasks during the week, responsibilities, because I need to bring in money to make sure I have a livelihood. And therefore, some of my focus during the week is on business for the most part. I would say 50% is business, 50% is personal. But I realized I didn't have to split my time on the weekend if I don't, pick up any weekend jobs or anything. For those of you who work on the weekend, I understand this may not work for you, but you may be able to utilize the information I'm telling you other days that you're off. So only reason I'm saying the weekend is because most of the United States, we work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And on the weekend, Friday, we're ready to go and just do the most. And then on Monday, we feel bad. So I don't want to feel bad on Monday. I don't want to throw up on Monday. I don't want to be regretful, depressed, or ashamed on Monday. So what I have decided to do is utilize my weekend time better, because what I discovered is the most wonderful thing. So on the weekend, after 5 p.m. until you go to bed on Sunday, typically I go to bed on Sunday around 9 to 12. I say that because sometimes I can fall asleep at 7, just randomly, but typically I go to sleep between 9 and 12. Sometimes I go to sleep at 9 and then wake up at 12 and be up for the rest of the night. But I'm speaking of those who typically go to bed between 9 and 12. So from Friday evening at 5 until you go to bed, you literally have 55 hours to be your best self, to work on your dreams, to go out here and achieve your goals, personal self-worth, self-health, self-care goals. You have the time to work out. You have the time to draw, do painting, art, create your music, film something, put a video together, do a podcast, attend a podcast, put that podcast together you've been saying you're going to do but you're still not doing. These are things that you can do with that time on the weekend that we're utilizing, either resting, not doing anything at all but flipping through the TV, flipping through social media, gossiping, literally complaining. A lot of us complain on the weekends. Partying, like I said, getting inebriated, intake of drugs, arguing with people. I mean, the list goes on where we spend our time. I mean, really, if you think about it, think about your weekend. Sit right now, close your eyes, and really think about how your weekend is spent. And can you honestly say, with the images flashing through your mind right now, that your weekend is spent utilizing the time the way that you need to so you can live your best life and be your best self? Be honest with yourself. Because I am an accountability person. This is all about accountability and self-awareness. Everybody who knows me well knows that I am the queen, the goddess of be your own self-expert. You don't need somebody to tell you about you when you already know about you and you're working on you to be your best you. So what needs to take place is all of those things that went through your mind, if they were not positive things, if they aren't things that make you feel good, if they're things that you aren't proud of, then you need to change what you do on the weekend. That means you have a toxic weekend cycle. And that toxic weekend cycle is affecting your productivity during the week. And the cycle continues on where you're not really getting anything done, but paying the same bills, doing the same thing, complaining about the same stuff. And how you alleviate that. Be happy that Friday is the day and night that you're able to begin your self-discovery, your self-help, what you need to do for you. You can work on everything that you haven't been able to work on during the week because you didn't have time. So utilize this time to be an asset to you, because there are literally 52 weeks in a year. If you have 55 hours, that's 2,060 hours annually. If you times that by 65 years, it's like 185,900 hours that you're wasting doing the same toxic weekend cycle. And the toxic weekend cycle is something that a lot of us are guilty of. I have done it, I have been in it, and I recently had to get out of these things because sometimes I allow my environment, my people, the people that I choose to be around, my low self-esteem, my insecurities, my self-doubt, my lack of self-worth to put me in areas and positions into compromising situations that are toxic that I should not be in. But I'm in them because I'm choosing to be in the toxic cycle, and specifically speaking, the toxic weekend cycle. And so I'm pulling myself out of the toxic weekend cycle and being accountable, and I'm learning to say no. So during the week, I make sure that I'm just 9 to 5 working on myself, meaning I work out, I do healthy eating, I do my motivational speaking, I do meditation, I'm beginning yoga again, I am doing stretches, doing different things to make my body feel good while I'm working during the week. During the week, I'm working on my clients, and then I'm working on my business to grow and my other businesses to grow. And the weekend, what I've decided is Friday after 5 p.m. is going to be dedicated to my personal self-growth. So that's going to be hiking. That's going to be going out and exploring, maybe historic buildings, taking a tour. Maybe I want to go out and spend the day at the park. Maybe I want to grill with my children and have family time, or grill by myself. Meditation time. These are all things that are good for you to do on the weekend. Also, you can do prep days where Sunday can be your day, where a part of the day you spend time making sure all your personal goals are together, but you can also prepare for your business goals for the week and your personal goals for the week to look ahead. This is time that's being utilized that is positive, it's healthy, and it's good for your wellness. Those hours you'll never get back. I'll never get back the hours I wasted partying, getting sick, being mad, doing stupid shit, being upset, being depressed, and being mad at myself. Those hours are never going to come back. But what I can do going forward in my 40s is to utilize my time where it values me most. And so when I say no to my friends, my family, and different people, it's not because I'm against you or I'm saying something bad about you or I'm looking down upon you. I'm learning not to be the judgmental critic that I am, and that's my toxic traits. What I want to do is say no because I need to focus on me. I need to focus on my goals because I don't like my cycle. I don't like what I'm doing during the week, then on the weekends. I don't like living check to check. I don't like having separation within my family. I don't like feeling bad, or I feel that they truly are not my friends, or people are using me. These are all toxic things that come when you don't have healthy habits and healthy hobbies and a healthy cycle. And so that doesn't make my friends or the people that I've hung around or people that I've been around bad people or less than me or anything like that. It's just I have to say no because I can't be on that path. That path doesn't grow me. And so when I say no to you, it's not to hurt you or to put you down. It's to tell me that I need to be disciplined. Because all that really know me, I love to party. I love to kick it. I love to drink. I love to have sex. I love to hang out. I love to do those things. But by Monday, I feel like crap. And I'm in worry mode, and I'm anxious, and I'm running around trying to figure out how to make these expenses make sense. Because when I got drunk, I spent too much money, or I slept in too long because I was hungover the next day, so I couldn't get the Sunday things done, and I'm behind. Or I didn't get my house cleaned on Saturday because I was too busy trying to run up behind my friends, and just different things that I haven't done for myself, where Monday comes, or I've done to myself, and Monday comes, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel crappy. I don't feel motivated. I don't feel inspired. And I figured it out. The tip for me and my discipline now is to utilize my time more wisely. And so this is not a message to everybody in the world. This is a message to people who don't utilize their time and you want to utilize your time. I'm not talking to everybody. I'm not trying to judge people. I'm not trying to put you down. I'm not trying to tell you what you should and should not do. I'm telling you that I am a person who is taking accountability for my actions. And I realize firsthand that I do not utilize my overall time wisely. And if I utilize those hours wisely on the weekend and made sure I utilize every hour I got during the week, I bet you 100% my mobile app would be out. I would be at the weight and the physical fitness that I would want to be in. I would have my meal planning down. I would stop wasting time gossiping with people when it comes to times where I'm feeling bad and I want to be in a toxic cycle. I will make sure that I'm working out on a regular schedule, doing my yoga, and following up with all of the procedures that I need to do at home when I leave the sessions. These are all the things that I say I don't have time for. My art would be out. Yes, I just put an art piece out, but it's just one. I would have had art pieces out. I've been doing art since I was a little kid, and for some reason, I never had time. Now I'm making time. I'm finding time in my day, in my hour, every minute, every second that I get on this planet while I'm breathing to do what is best for me. So take those 2,060 hours, which is literally 20 hours less than a full-time job working 9 to 5, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. annually. So 2,060 hours is what we're wasting on the weekends when we don't do what we need to do, when we don't take our time to be our best. And yes, out of those hours, you must sleep. So you have to subtract from those hours and realize I have to at least get this amount of hours of sleep because I need to be re-energized and ready for the next day. So even that limits your hours, but it's still an abundant amount of hours for you to do right by you. So stop saying you don't have time. Be accountable and realize you're wasting your own time doing things that don't make you feel good. This is Laura Morae coming at you with this Wellness Minute. I hope you have a great Friday. I know I will.